expect to see progress on the ground with our main projects, and so that's with MSC on the shipping side, and also in Morocco and in Panama. So those things we will see, and that will, I think, give additional proof points to investors as we move forward.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Andy Morrison. He is the chairman of QuadRise. And Andy, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm very well, Steve. Good to see you as well.
Yeah, so the company released a really comprehensive business update today. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get you on and talk a bit more about what's inside there. So tell us a little about some of the key aspects of it.
Well, the main things, Steve, give everybody a clear update of where we are at the moment. All the projects that we announced at the time of our funding in January, they're progressing. The preparations for commercial scaling are happening in the business. And there's been one or two small delays, which we've announced as part of the timing. We'd have to ask MSC, one of our shipping customers, about the timing for their response. But we observed from our side that they've been pretty busy managing things like tariff changes and changes to routes and the IMO regulations. So it's maybe not surprising that their legal people have taken a bit of time to get to our agreement. But it's on track now, and we're looking forward to getting completely signed up very, very soon. And we're expecting, obviously, further progress during the next quarter.
Yeah. So are you happy with where things are at after H1 and sort of the implications for the business? Because there is a bit, obviously, a delay, but as you said, it seems to be rectifying itself.
Yeah, I mean, some of the projects have been delayed. It hasn't stopped us doing everything, and so overall, we're very confident that we're on the right track. And if you look a little bit outside what we're doing for ourselves as well, I mean, the IMO had a marine environmental protection conference during the last quarter, reaffirming the commitment to improving the environment in the oceans, and that's really helping people like us with biofuels, because the longer term developments like ammonia and methanol, there's a lot of uncertainty there, and people want solutions that they can implement straight away. So there's lots of good things happening, and continues to make us confident that we're in the right place at the right time.
Andy, I know there were some internal management changes that happened. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to get an update on the reasoning behind that and where you see things going there.
Yeah, so we did a fundraising in January this year, which was very successful and overfunded, and it's enabled us really to accelerate our plans for commercialization of the business, giving us a little bit of extra firepower. And as part of that, I kind of alluded to in previous comments that I've made in public that we would be making further changes, and it's a natural progression really that Jason Miles, who's served as CEO since the inception of the company, really, he has now just moved to CTO. He's very happy to do that, and he sees that, as I do, as part of a natural progression, really, that founders often move to a new role. It's really the jobs become too much for one person. That's the key to it, and so we need to be able to get more doing power at the executive level. And so we're recruiting a new chief executive at the moment. We haven't finalised that process. While we go through that process, I'm stepping in to do further executive roles, which is one of the reasons why I'm speaking to you today. We're obviously very grateful for that Jason's taken us to the point that we've got to. It's a tremendous amount of achievement over a sustained period of time, and he's also very pleased with the level of collaboration that he's entered into this move. We know that the time for acceleration of our business is now. Now is the time to commercialize, and we need to get on with that, which is what we're doing.
Okay. Let's look beyond into Q3. Give us an idea of what shareholders should be looking for, some of the key catalysts potentially.
Well, some of those are set out in the announcement. So we expect to see progress on the ground with our main projects, and so that's with MSC on the shipping side, and also in Morocco and in Panama. So those things we will we will see, and that will, I think, give additional proof points to investors as we move forward. The other things I think we're seeing is the importance of the marine environment and making progress on doing that. We've heard only this last weekend Prince William making a speech in Monaco around the Blue Economy and Finance Forum, really making it clear that it's essential to make progress. And the regulations that the IMO are talking about now will address up to 85% of the CO2 emissions. So we believe that we're in the right place with the right solutions. So those milestones which we are now looking at for this coming quarter will provide that proof point and set us up for the further commercialization. And as you pointed out and asked me earlier on, yes, we remain confident that we're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it certainly is going to be a very busy time for sure. Lots to come and lots of exciting news, I'm sure, over the next 3 to 6 months. And we look forward to having you back and update everything as it warrants. So, Andy, thank you so much. Good update. Good to see you.
Thanks, Steve. I look forward to coming back and telling you some more good news later on.
All right, look forward to that. There's Andy Morrison. He's the chairman of QuadRise.